Folks, and welcome back to TIMBERBORN. So the last time we dealt with the challenges around the Badwater flooding, which were interesting to deal with. Let's go with interesting. I had a few more suggestions to help us deal with that, which we are going to embrace, shall we say, which was that possibly there aren't enough edges here, so some more teeth might help. It's actually somewhat tooth-like anyway. What I think I'm going to do is actually, having looked at this in the fullness of time with prior forethought — there is no prior forethought, easy for you to say. So remember, we have bots as builders. Up and over the contamination barrier there, so irrigation barrier. So we'll get up and over there. That'll let us get down here. And I'm just realizing, in fact, that I don't need to do any of that for this first bit, because a lot of it they can get to anyway. But if we want to get out here, we do need it, so we do it anyway. Actually, if we want to get rid of those, we need it. So what I'm thinking we do is we get rid of that. Get rid of all of that. Hoping we can reach that once we've built that. We get rid of all of this out to here. We then come in here. We put explosives there. We then, so you're going to be missing. We put land there. We put land there. We put land there. We backfill in there, so that we essentially get teeth. Just thinking that will give us hopefully not losing edges. If it does, we'll extend the teeth out a little bit. So that's one job that I want to do this time around. A little bit of me, while they've got access, wants to come in and because they'll have passage out here, just because it bugs me. Bosh, let's get rid of you. And a bit of me wants to delete some of this, and by delete I mean dynamite, and square some of these edges up. Just so it's neater, really. So we'd need to do that. This wasn't actually what I'd planned to do at all in this video. But as you know, we plan very little here. So yeah. Got quite a few spare bots still. So put in a couple more building posts. Why not, eh? Speed that up. The other thing the other suggestion that I liked was to put in some filtration in here using a deep mechanical pump. We've got the ability to generate a lot of power here. So what we can do relatively easily is put back the access that we had. I know. But I think the way we'll do it this time is we'll come down here, we'll delete you, and then we'll get in there. We might have to dynamite a channel out here. Now, I still think this will evaporate and the bad water will go away and not be a problem in the fullness of time. But I quite like this idea, and I've liked the idea for a while of opening this up. So we're going to do that. So yeah, that's my plan. That will allow more flow through here. That might have unintended consequences, but you know, we roll with it, we see what happens. Yeah. Do still have an there's your problem. That is going to lead to some significant problems unless we switch those over to be bots. Because we're sending them into the soup. If you pointed that out to me, then thank you. Your time and your concern is appreciated muchly. And I think the benefit of coming down here, so this is probably open, yeah, because there is contamination. And then what we'll do is we'll aim to can't delete that yet, but we will aim to delete those. We'll aim to come up here. And then we need to delete, no, we can delete these from ground level. So I think probably the easiest thing to do is then drop down into here and rely on the fact that we're using bots. Quick dog drink pause-age. While they could get in here, let's delete these because it'll add a little bit of capacity. And then through here, we will just delete all of that. The ability to use that delete function is so good. I'm kind of thinking we also just go screw it and do that as well. But let's be brave. Let's risk completely screwing up all of the fluid dynamics. Again, hey, what's the worst that can happen? We haven't had huge problems before with this, have we? No, we haven't. Right, where were we? I delete that. It gives us about the same number of edges, so I'm going to reach that. They can. And then what we want to do is build, I think we put in a couple of deep mechanical pumps just because there is a limit to how much they can deep mechanical pump. We set them to be just Badwater, obviously. Let's pause tells you, so they build the furthest one first. How are we doing over here? It's apparently too far from a district. Okay. Because the bottom one is not a ladder. Okay, alright. Let's resolve that. 15 million dog drinks later. Hopefully I edited out the swearing. Alright, that should allow that all to happen. No, you do not want to hear him drink. It's loud and disgusting. Because some of you sometimes say that. That's in. Then what I think we do is we think about power generation. And when we think about power generation, we think large wheels. And when we think about putting in large wheels, I think we want to put them in here. So, how wide is this? 4, perfect. So if we get ourselves up here, delete those, and I think we put in a segment of wheels in here. We probably want to make that like that. And then, yeah, I think at the very least, on a single deep channel, be able to pull Badwater out of there. We might need to make it even deeper. But we'll see. Have dynamite placed on you. You're going to have dirt placed on you. You're going to be tunneled out. You're going to be dynamited out. There is logic here. Trust me, folks. I once watched a doctor do something. That works. Cool. There is a plan. Don't worry. There is a plan. I think this doesn't screw up the hydration. I don't think it will. So. Let's go to triple speed because we have a fair bit to get done. Right, the teeth are in. And that's all fine. That's all in. So let's H for boom. Might screw up my pathing, but you know, fix that. That's all okay. Awesome sauce. Sure I said that, but you know, let's just throw another platform there. there, and then yeah, I don't know why, but I want to try. Might be a bad idea. I want to do at the very least that, and then take out all of that. See how that's looking. Go. You can go. You can go. That needs a bit of path. Fine. That probably needs a bit of path as well. The reason I've cut that in is so we can run the power. We might do knock that down as well. See. And obviously before this was quite restricted anyway, so narrowing it to a 4 wide should be fine. And yes, if I'd placed those the other way around, it would have probably got built better, but you know, I'm a giant noob, so I get things wrong sometimes. Delete you and we won't detonate that yet. And no, we need to those and place them that way round, and that should get built first. See, I do listen to you sometimes. Then that's going to be dynamited out. And yep, they can get to that. So this, which is what I should have done here. But I'm an ID10T sometimes. But we can fix it. There is a way. It's not at all what well, it's sort of what I'd planned to do, but not to this extent. This may be a somewhat shorter video. I've got other things I need to do today. Our fridge freezer broke this morning, and I could do with sorting a replacement this evening. So, yeah. What I actually need to be doing. You can kind of see that nice contamination that's in there, can't you? Might as well go, because they can get to that. Right. Come on, get these built. More. And we need to work out what we're doing for how many power wheels we are placing. So yes, we kind of need to wait for that. So the last one's going to go there, I guess. I suppose what we could do is move the path across to there. Delete that. There. Power, stick that there, because then we'll be able to stick another one there. Right. 2, 5, so I think that's the next one. I know, let build. Overhang? Overhang, okay. I think. So I guess we go up. Demolish overhang. And that's exactly where we want to put the other one. Oh, isn't that convenient? I suppose in the grand scheme of things, we can delete that and we can put that there. If we're going to do that, we need to extend the tunnel to reach to there. I'll demolish that one as well. That's in, so that can go. We can replace that. No, that needs to be a single. And it's kind of working quite well anyway with the teeth. In terms of reducing this. So, and knocking out this bit, the teeth was obviously a good idea, folks. And the widening, because we've taken a lot of this out as well, I guess. And we've opened this up, so maybe a combination of things. But anyway, we like now build. Thank you. I'm sorry, there is a path that gets you to that, unless they need to get to. Oh, they need to be above it, don't they? Or can we do that? Do build, maybe? Please? That'll stop us building the wheel that I was going to put there, so yay, that's a thing. So now that's empty, these can be switched on. 23 days left. We have much water. Yep, they're building that one now. It's generating 700 HP on its own. If we get like 6 water wheels in there, we will be good. Which means I think we need to put land blocks there. I think we're going to be good for power. Right, you can go. Then go there. Go. Go. Why you no go there? Ah. I put that in slightly the wrong place. Go. And we do want those to cross connect, so yeah, they're going to be enough to power those as it is, but we'll have a little bit of excess because, you know, overkill, as they say, is underrated. Yeah, you know this, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Awesome. Yeah, so that's one, more than one on its own. We can start putting in the power connection now. They build the power connection from above. That would be cool if they can. Doesn't matter if they can't. Excellent. Good job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go there. Power. Go there. Go there so they can build it. Build it and they will come. Or tell them to build it and they will come. Oh, I think we could go all the way along there because they can come out and build. So that will be okay. So what I had planned to do today was to focus on well-being, but I think once we've got this done we might have to call it a day because I do need to focus on finding a replacement fridge freezer. Right, you can go. You can all go. All connecting up very nicely. That one built before I put the rest in. Going to build all of that. That should be super quick. If we're going to get it to work, we need to replace all of the explosives. Got explosives. Fine. There. That's all done. So go there. Go there. Start doing that as well. That, oh, that can't be reached. Okay. Resolve that. That to there. That to there. Mostly go away. Go there. You can go there. So that's generating 4,500 HP, and this needs like 1,400. So absolutely fine. Let's get those cleaned up. That deleted. That picked up. Let's get rid of that. Power, get that hooked up. No space for the explosives. I think we might not even be going deep enough now. I also think we're getting into very contaminated territory. So they're hooked up. So that's at 27%. So it's not. Oh, we were so close. We were so close. Let's put in the missing piece of explosives. Yes. Let's put in the bridge that we need there to reconnect that. And we'll get this done. We'll get this working. In the meantime, we should be able to blast that out. Get rid of that. That dude come pick that up. That. Delete all of that. Nudge that. And let me build that. It's a path there. Yeah, screw it. Yep. Right. This is all in. So if we now H for boom. Should pump out the contaminated water. So there we go. Awesome stuff. Now there's not a huge amount of it, and the problem that you get is when it's not very deep, you quite quickly pump out the bad, and then you have to wait for the good to flow. It'd be really interesting if you could get something that would move the water along a channel. But that doesn't seem to be a thing. But we have made a thing. So this generates so much power. And having 2 might be excessive with where we are now. And the problem is that we're filtering what makes it to here. And so we end up with clean water here, not here, which, you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. But this will now be set up for the future. And be more useful in the future if we have problems. So, yeah. And I thought it was a cool suggestion. Don't want to pause. Okay, so we've got 18 days left. We've got 28,000 water. Obviously, ideally, we'd have a clean water pump here because this is the only clean water. Now, I'm assuming that the game does something with the flow, but yeah, maybe not. Maybe if we pump all of the bad water out, the thing is you're pumping good water out of this bit, so you're getting more concentrated bad water here. You're pumping bad water out of this bit, so you're getting more concentrated good water here. It's, yeah. Anyway, this is significantly better, which is good. I did want to do some stuff up here. And essentially, just quickly see if we can tidy this up a bit. I just don't like that it's so overflowing everywhere. So really all I wanted to try and do was blast some of this out. Tidy it up a bit. So maybe knock those out as well. But just something like that, just to tidy it up a little bit. So we are out of water up here. That's fine. They're still doing okay for everything else. Don't need to be there, to be honest. Yeah, that doesn't really need to be there. But that we've got builders lodges up there, so right. Let's knock you out, and you out, and you out. A little bit more down there as well. I don't like this kind of constant over splash. I mean, this is kind of part of it because we've got the floodgate here, I guess. Maybe we just need to build this up a bit to direct it into the stream, but I don't know. It feels like we could resolve it with liberal application of explosives to me. If we could blast both of those out as well from there. Yep, looks like we can. Take those as well. Flow will be the same, but just neater. Yeah. Much better. At least this side is much better. Went across there. Opened up some of this. That, if that would resolve some of that flooding. It's very not necessary to fix, but equally it's kind of been bugging me, so, you know. Looking at it earlier, it was just annoying me a little bit. So. Yes. Much nicer. Much nicer. I'm sure I'm hoping it's not made any difference down here. But it's just tidied this area up. And it looks a lot better. And this is much shallower. It's done. No issues with contamination for when we start again. 26,000 water to last us 15 days, which should be fine. We probably want to put in some sort of stream gauge to control those guys, just so they pause when they're not needed. And we might want to make use of this power when it's not needed. Advanced. Attached to stream gauge. I need to wait for them to finish building the stream gauge. So, pause below contamination. 1%, unpause above contamination. If we go get it. Yep, nailed it. Attach stream gauge. Bosh. Pause below contamination. 1%, please. Unpause above contamination. 2%. Awesome. Brilliant. Right, that is it, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do all of the things, and I will see you next time.